So, tell me a little bit about the recruitment market and how you feel it's changed post-COVID 2020-21.
I don't think that enough people realise the size of the employment market. So the UK employment market in the COVID 12 months was forecasted to be just under £40 billion. And that includes executive search, it includes the permanent marketplace and the temporary contract marketplace. I think it's worthwhile noting that we were at the end of a positive economic cycle. So not only did we have Brexit to contend with, we had the end of an economic cycle, Brexit, and then obviously we've had COVID. So it's difficult to see the overall impact, or difficult to rationalise the overall impact. And actually, I'm not sure we'll see the overall impact of COVID per se. I think the furlough scheme will have disproportionately affected the numbers. So there are many more people that would possibly be made redundant had the furlough scheme not been extended. And that would throw greater challenges into the employment space. That said, the employment leaders are talking about there being a significant bounce in quarter 3 and quarter 4 this year. So again, I think it's difficult to look at or to understand fully the impact of the past 12 months. What I would say is that in areas where there have been skill shortages, there will continue to be skill shortages. So if we look at the automotive sector, where there is a lack of high quality engineers, that isn't going to change. If we look at the technology sector, where new technologies and certain new skills are required, those needs aren't going to change. If we look at the cybersecurity marketplace, those needs aren't going to change. If we look at the medical space, where there are a lack of doctors, a lack of nurses and a lack of ancillary staff, that isn't going to change. If we look at certain areas of public services, that's not going to change. And a little bit like the US, when Obama became president, there's a lot of infrastructure in the UK that needs to be realigned, that I think we should see bottom out some of the dangers that COVID has presented us with. I did a presentation just before Brexit where we talked about the impact of certainly European nationals not coming to the UK, and I talked specifically about the care sector, where all the indications were that there was going to be a quadruple double-digit increase in headcount required, and we already had huge headcount shortages in the care sector. That's certainly not going to change. So I think that whilst we can talk the market down, and we're very good about talking the market down, it is tough. I think the bounce back will be quite strong, and I think there will be employment opportunities for individuals. What I do think, however, is that individuals need to think very carefully about how they approach the employment marketplace, and whether people are 19 or whether they're 60. I don't think the quality of advice is in the marketplace to support them, to individuals to make the right decisions.